Ohio State going to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska next Saturday. Nathan, we're trying to characterize like what maybe you should be worried about for Ohio State. I mean, like, can we put into some context how much tougher this game is going to be and maybe what are some things that you're wondering about going into this?
Well, the number one thing I wonder about is Adrian Martinez. How are they going to fare against a quarterback like that? They have not seen a quarterback anywhere near that dynamic yet, like not even close, not even the same planet. They thought maybe Michael Penix was going to be that kind of a matchup at Indiana. He wasn't able to play. Martinez, I think he had 338 yards and 3 touchdowns total offense last year here. Just how are they going to handle that? This defense has not still been tested by athletes like that. This is the first time they're going to see it, although they do see it in practice every day with Justin Fields, and I think that could be a factor in helping them stop that next Saturday.
Stephen, what are you wondering about with the Cornhuskers?
We've written about it so much that I think we're all sick of writing about it, but we'll probably end up writing about it again.
That's how you sell a story.
It is. Listen, you're going to read.
Read this repeated story that we're sick of writing at cleveland.com.
I think the Brendan White, Pete Warner situation, like we've talked about the fact that there are times when Pete Warner ends up being the high safety, and eventually somebody is going to take advantage of that situation. Miami of Ohio is just not talented enough to take advantage of that situation, and neither were Indiana, Florida Atlantic, and Cincinnati, and so they got away with it. And I know they talked about they're fine with him being back there. They're fine with him being back there. But that's the whole point of Brendan White playing that position, is for situations like that. I'm interested to see whether it's Nebraska, whether it's Michigan State, Wisconsin, anybody down the line that they play now, they're completely in the Big Ten play. Is the team going to see that and exploit that, and is it really going to hurt Ohio State down the line?
We did see against Miami of Ohio, they threw an end zone lob to a tight end when Pete Warner was defending it, and I was like, that's where I thought Brendan White would be in the game. And then, like, Brendan White came in the game, and they ran wide the other way, and Brendan White couldn't get to the edge, and it was like, man, I think Pete Warner should have been in the game for that. So that's
Warner got a PI on that play in the end zone too.
It was not good for Ohio State, and then the other play was not good for Ohio State, and that's what offenses do when they think they try to exploit matchups. So Nebraska has more athletes than anybody as Ohio State has seen so far, but I'm interested in the plan. I thought Chuck Martin and the Miami staff had a plan in the first quarter. They couldn't sustain it any longer than that. And I got some guff on Twitter. Listen, man, Miami hung around for a quarter against Ohio State, and it's only because they attacked this defense with quick slants. They ran some misdirection in the run game, and they went for it on fourth down. Last year, for all the things Ohio State did wrong against Purdue, they got brommed. They got Jeff brommed in that game. They got Chuck Martin. I don't even know who the Miami offensive coordinator is. Credit to that dude. I'm curious if they'll get frosted. Scott Frost has been a little criticized, I think, so far this year for not being aggressive enough. I think that held Nebraska's offense back early on. But sometimes teams play their best game against Ohio State. So, I'm not thinking that they'll get frosted, but that dude's smart. That dude was with Oregon when Oregon was putting up points on a lot of people. That dude led an undefeated team at UCF. He can coach. And if Scott Frost coaches the best game of his Nebraska career, then this is a game. Stephen, Nathan, Doug, read my texts after you pay for them. $3.99 a month. Go to cleveland.com/OSU to find out more, and read and watch cleveland.com all week as we get ready for Saturday in Lincoln.